Today I will record a tutorial on crocheting waffle bags. The wire I used was the 2mm hollow cotton from Xiaomochuan's home. For a bag, the wire required is more than 2 groups and more than 3 groups. When we prepare the line, we need to prepare 3 groups of lines. Okay, let's take out this thread. Lady, you can prepare more and make a few marks. The hook needle I want to use is a hook needle of 3.0. The order of hooking this bag is from the bottom of the bag. We are enough to cover ourselves. Let's check it out again. First, let's check the bottom. The way we take the needle at the bottom of the bag is braided needle. Don't pull it too tight when we lift the needle, because we have to choose the one behind the back to hook the first row. Our braid needle is wound out. If you are left hand, the left hand holder is like this. This will form a V character. As we look at it from here, this one V is 1. A needle. We have 51 braid pins. 495,051. Our bag of needles is the needle. That's it. In this way, we can also narrow it down. Or think about it and get a bigger hook. Its method of picking up the needle is to add 3 needles to multiples of 4. And the bag we are now checking is 51 needles in total. I'm ready for 51 needles now. After 51 needles were ready, we want to hook a braid back. Try 2. Come here at the second position. Behind it there is a raised needle. Let's put a short needle from here. The second needle here. This one here is called Li Shan. Insert the needle from here. We hook a short needle. The method of hooking a short needle is to insert the needle. Bring out the wire. Bring out in the winding. We are doing a marking lesson on the first, short needle. We are all in Li Shan's location in the future. Hook the second needle. It's also a short needle. We keep hooking 3 or 4. Hook here. Finally here. Okay, let's get to the last shot now. Here, we will finish the last stitch. Hook a short needle. Flip the piece. Hook 3 braids. 1, 2, 3, and the third one. Let's make a mark. On top of the third braid. Make a mark. Next we will hook the needle. The method of hooking the long needle is: the wire is wound here at the next needle. Don't hook here, bring the line out. The winding passes through the first 2 coils. The next 2 coils are included. This is a long needle. Our 3 braid needles are also counted as 1. It's considered a long needle. We continue to hook 2 braid needles. 2 windings. 1 or 2 rely on 2 needles. Hook the needle in the third needle. The wound thread is inserted into the third needle. Hook a long needle. The wire is wound on the next needle. Here is a long needle. 2 braid needles are also wound with 2 threads. In the third one. Here is a long needle. There is also a long needle on the next needle. The hooking rule of our row is 2 long needles, 2 long needles. There are 2 needles under the lock needle. Look, there are 2 needles here. 2 lock needles are wound. Rely on 2 grids to hook a long needle. A long needle is also hooked on the next needle. Keep hooking until the end. We will complete it ourselves here. Let's get to this point. 2 locking needles. Hook a long needle with a wire. Here is our mark. Take off the mark. Also hook a long needle. This way we will complete the second row. We've finished here. Come to the third row. Hook a lock needle. Turn the needle piece. On this long stand. Hook a short needle. Insert the needle from here. Hook a short needle. We're here at the first needle. Put a mark on it. Push the second long needle. Corresponding here. Hook a short needle to lock the needle. Because I deducted 2 boxes here before, we want to be on this locking needle. Hook 2 short needles. 2 short needles for long targets. This lock is here. Remember to hook 2 short needles. The rule of our row is 2 squares in length. Hook 2 short needles. Here, just hook 2 short needles. Because it depends on 2 squares here, we must fill these 2 needles. Otherwise, the needles on our top will not match. Short needles for palms aimed at the ground. 1 corresponds. Tick short needle to lock the needle. Here are 2 short needles. The whole row of short needles is just saying, be sure to give these needles to it. Otherwise, we will lack the needle later. Okay, let's lock the needle here at the end. Here are 2 short needles. This is a long one here. Insert needles here. Hook a short needle. We are in this position of the check mark. Here are some buckles. We remember this needle. We put the needle from here. You don't just earn half of it. You have to pick up the entire braid needle for it. That's it. So, hook a short needle on this. In this way, our row is completed. The 3rd row. We finished the 3rd row. Arrived at the 4th row of hooks. The method is actually the same as the 2nd row. We flip the pieces. 3 braid needles. We are here. The 3rd braid pin here. Hang a mark and buckle. The winding is not hooked here. Hook a long needle here at this position. 2 lock needles are wrapped. Another 1 or 2 deductions. Here in the 3rd place. Here is the 3rd needle. Hook a long needle. Another long needle. We're down the 2nd row. The same here. 2 long needles. The 4th row of hooks. Just hook it with our 2nd row. It's the same. 2 locking needles. The winding is 2 grids. Insert the needle in the 3rd needle. 2 long needles. 2 long needles. 2 long needles. That's it. Okay, we'll do it ourselves. We 2 long needles came to the end. Wire winding here. 2 are deducted here. Insert the needle in the 3rd needle. We deducted the mark. Finally, a long needle is hooked here. The needle is inserted here at the position of the winding mark. Hook a long needle. We finished the 4th row. Our 5th row is the same as our 3rd row. Put another needle and flip it. In this long position, a short needle is hooked above. Then we were on this short needle. Just make a mark. Carved in this long target. Here is another short needle. Lock the needle with 2 short needles. Lock the needle with 2 short needles. Lock the needle with 2 short needles. Long targeted. Hook 2 short needles to lock the needle. 2 short needles are hooked on top of the 2 lock needles. 2 short needles for long targets. Our 2nd and 4th rows are hooked. The method is the same. The same goes for our 3rd row and the 5th row. 2 long targets, 2 short needles. 2 short needles are hooked on top of the 2 lock needles. This is a row of short needles. In this way, we need to hook up the bottom of the bag. 5 tricks. 5 grids. That way we can do our own thing. Finish it. The method of hooking. It's the same as the 3rd row. Just keep hooking it up. You guys do it yourself. Okay, now we have set up 5 rows. If you want a wider bottom, you can set up a row upwards. Or both rows are okay. We are now starting to hook up. We need to get the needle in the body. At these 4 corners. Make the needle well. Now we start to hook up. Let's get a needle when hooking here. Extend this one a circle. Then put the needle here again. Bring the thread out. Bring it out again. Then hook the needle. There are now 2 needles. From the middle of these 2 needles, go around. This way it goes around. Bring the 2 coils on the hook together. This is what is written here as a mark. Quick. This is the standing needle for our wrapping body. It's also the first shot. Here comes from this location. Don't be in the same position. You can come over a little. Hook a long needle here at this position. In this way, we lock 2 needles. Can be wound in this short needle row. Short needles are here. Find 2 needles to insert the needle. This way, 2 long needles are hooked. This is also 2 locking needles. Find 2 locations. No clear needle. Just look for the needle yourself. Enter this row of short needles. You can hook 2 long needles. Just lock 2 needles here. Hook 2 long needles. A long needle comes here. You need to check the set of things you find at the corner. 2 groups and 3 groups. 4 and 5 groups. Here are 2 pins locked here at the corner. A needle of winding the thread. 2 needles are hooked at the same position and 2 lengths. Okay, let's follow a video. In the same location. Here is another long needle. Let's remember to pin the needle around the corner. So we have to lock 2 needles. In this position, 2. Hide the thread at the same location. This way, 2 more long needles are hooked. That way we will. A needle was added here around the corner. These 2 lock needles are wound. Twice the opposite ones here to hook 2 long needles. That is 2 locking needles. Long-term position to tick 2. A long needle. 2 locking needles. That's how it's put here in this corner. Okay, we came here at this corner. A lock needle. 2 long needles. We're going to get the needle here. These are 2 lock needles to wind. Here is another stitch. Wind the wire again. You can check it here at this location. In this way, we have added needles at the corner. We added 2 corners here. 1 added here. Let's continue. The 2 needles are also found here. Find this location of the 2 short needles here. 2 needles were inserted into the hook. 2 long needles lock 2 needles. Here in this short needle. I'm not sure about this needle. Anyway, you can find this needle and enter it casually. Just hook 2 long needles. You can align the hooks like this. Hook to this corner. Put 2 locking needles. We came here again in this corner. The same is true. Here you need to place the needle. So let's first. 2 long needles. Then the 2 locking needles are in the same position. Here is another long needle. Here is another long needle. The corner here has been added again. Continue to lock the needles. 2 lock needles are wound. It depends on 2 grids here. Facing this long needle wood. Here are 2 long needles. 2 locking needles each have 2 grids. On top of the long needle. Here is a long needle. Corresponding to 2 long needles. 2 locking needles each have 2 grids. Hook all the way to the corner. The last one is checked. Okay, let's click this mark. Here are 2 locking needles and 1 long needle. This long needle. We are hooked here. Because there were 2 long needles hooked here before. Needle is also needed to add this corner. Hook 2 lock needles. We're placing this mark. This location is here. Printing. You must hook 2 lock needles here. In this position of marking. Here is the seal. Right. Then we needle the 4 corners. Added. There is also this place here. And here. Add the clips at the 4 corners. Okay, let's go ahead. Complete this part. This circle starts to hook the needle. Okay, here is a shot. In this position of the tail. Insert needles here. Hook a short needle. Make a previous mark. Clamped in the first needle of the short needle. Here is a small detail to say. It's when we quit short needles. Enter directly here. This is the avenue. Don't enter here. Let's get this long needle. There is a braid here. Here is the micro-shaped shape. Enter here from here. Hook a short needle like this. Our later packaging body will be more worthwhile. If you enter the flower shape directly from here, it will warm up. Let's get the needle from here. Take a short encrypted needle. It is to put the needle from here. So, lock the needle with 2 short needles. 2 short needles on long needles. Don't forget to get to the corner. This position must also be checked. 2 short needles. Just 4 corners here. Hook to this. This is the location of the long needle. Okay, we hook to this position. Here are 2 locking needles. We are in this position of the mark. Take off the mark. Here is the position of this mark. Do a guide. After we pull out. Stand up with a needle. Extend the coil. Then go around. Insert the needle in this position of the extraction. Bring the thread out. Then wind the wire and exit the wire. There are 2 coils on the hook needle. Go in from the middle and come around. There are now 2 coils. We brought out both coils at the same time. Here is this first pinhole. Make the previous unblock. Continue to wind the wire and make up for the second needle. 2 lock needles and thread buckles. It is also on the corresponding long needle. Here are 2 lock needles. The 2 pins are also corresponding long needles. There are 2 long needles on it. It's the same way as the way we check the bottom of the bag. It's just 2 long needles. 2 locking needles. 2 pins are pressed under the 2 locking needles. That's it. Hook here. Okay, our bag is hooked here. 2 locking needles. We are here. This position of the marking. Take the mark B off. Insert the needle here. Make a C for it. This is the first stand-up needle. In this position where you pull it out. Insert needles here. Hook a short needle. On top of the first short needle. Make a mark. Continue to hook our short needle. Don't enter this avenue. Just enter this braid. 2 short needles on the lock needle. This one leaves 2 needles here. Our wrap on the long needle. Our bag started to appear. 3-dimensional. It slowly takes place. And our cover body hooking method. That is to say, the bottom of this bag. It's actually the same. You just go around. This way, hook a circle of long needles. Retreat needles like this. After hooking, clicking and hooking the short needle again. Short needle method. 2 hooks on the lock needle. Don't miss these 2. The needles on the face are not suitable. Our short needle insertion needle. This long needle. This is the location. It's from here. We will repeatedly check and make a long needle. The lock needle is hooked one circle after another. Repeat the short needle. This is the location where the lead is pulled. Remember to make a geometric buckle here. Let's hook. Hook all the way to the length we want. That is height. I usually have this bag. I'm all hooking 15 rows. Count 12,345,678 from the needle. Counting upwards means hooking 15 rows. Everyone does it themselves. How does it count the number of this pot? Good here. Now I have cut it here. 10 basins. How does it count the number of this pot? Here. Change this position of the needle here. Count grid 12,345,678,910. 1,112,131,415. Our last line is short needles. After finishing the hook, 2 long needles were hooked. 2 long needles are hooked and a row of short needles. Okay, we can check it out. Our own body. Just see if there is any wrong place. Or the needle leaks. You can check it yourself. Turn over. In this way, we will finish 15 rows. Start hooking bandages. But before hooking the bandage, here we hooked up a short pot of needles. The last row of this basin is here. On top of this basin, there are 2 short needles in the back. We also gave the 2 short needles to it. Complete the hooking method of short needles. It is the last place to be led here. Take a needle. Here is the first needle position for the ground extraction. Insert a needle and hook a short needle. We can on the first needle. Make a mark. 1 corresponds to 1 circle. This way, short needles are hooked. Hook until the last stitch. Okay, let's get the last stitch here. Get it done. Take off the mark. Here is the mark check position. Take a stitch to pull and pull tightly. Insert the needle at this point of extraction. A short needle. It is also marked and decoded. We also cut the last loop with a short needle. Give it to finish. It's better to cut the mark and pin it here. We have cut to the marking position. There is another shot. The last stitch in the second row. This needle is also completed here. We're here at the end. Just make a traceless one. The tail is not in line. Go to the mark and detonate this position to lead and pull out. This position mark can be removed. We'll finish the last stitch. Extend the line. Disconnected. We pulled the thread out. We use our own suture needles. Go and do a traceless one with the first needle. Ending. The needle is inserted here at this position of marking. This way, don't pull it too tightly. It's just the length of needles. Here is the last stitch position. Here is the braid needle. Here is the needle in the middle. Go inside. Pull it a little bit like this. This creates a braid needle. Let's just let the children go. It won't leave any pimples. Just the kind if you go directly to this. Go and squeeze here. It will form a hard lump was there. We need this method. Go and hold the last shot firmly. Let's put this thread. Play behind our dance weaving. It's not obvious when viewed this way. Hidden here behind this. This way when we pull it. You can sort it out. In this way we are. The ending of Wuhan is finished. We can disconnect the line. Previous video. We are connected without trace. After connecting here, then start hooking and tying. Our bag straps are very simple. Our method of tying the strap is, it's the same as our bag. 2 long needles, 2 long needles. A pot of short needle. That's how we are. The bag is the needle loading position of the bandage. It's when we find this corner first. Right. Find this position of this pin. It's just that we're sacking the bottom. This position of the needle behind. Find this location. We go up to this position. On the first grid on the left side of this position. Here. It is to hook the 6 in this position. 6 needles. These 2 long needles. 2 long needles are hooked to 6 needles. This is where we take the needle. Face it. Here is the first square to its left. This position of the needle is right. Let's be optimistic. Face it. The long needle next to it is located at this position. We're here to get the needle. Take the thread out and stand up with a needle. From the position where I just stood up. Insert needles here. Hook a short needle. We can be in this first position. Make a mark here. This is how we take the needle. The first short needle here. Then there are 2 short needles. These 2 locking needles. 2 short needles above. 2 short needles with long needles. What we are looking for is, press 6 squares. Because we hooked 2 long needles. Lock the needle 2 short needles. The extended back cover body is also hooked like this. Here is a stitch. We flipped our bag over. Extend the coil and wrap it around. Insert the needle here. Take the thread out here, the first needle. And our first one. One pole is the same length. Wander from the middle of these 2. Come up like this. This is ours. The first long needle stands up. We can be above this position. Let's make a mark here. Tick ours. The second needle is long. It's these 2 left needles. Here are 2 deductions. This is the needle and thread tip just now. 2 are deducted here. Hook a long needle. At this point where the marking was just made, I can take this mark off. Make a long needle lock at this position. Flip 1 needle. Put the paper on the front side. In this opposite position, hook a short needle. Tick the needle in opposite positions. These are 2 long needles. 2 short needles above. 2 short needles inside the left needle. There are 2 long needles here. Remember to hook 2 short needles. First hook the short needle on the first long needle. Take this mark off. Then hook the short needle with the second long needle. This needle is not easy to get into. We just need to mark and buckle it. Just lock a needle like this. Lock the needle and flip the bag over. Extend this. Turn around and insert the needle into the first needle. Bring it a thread the same. Then come around from the middle of these 2. So. Another long needle was ready. We mark it. Let's take this mark first and make it. Preferably. because the needle behind is not easy to find. Hook the second long needle. The left pin buckles too. 1 or 2 are here. The last short needle is here. Give it a needle. Turn it to the front again. 2 short needles on the left needle with short needle. A short needle on this long needle. This mark is located here. Hook a short needle. That's how you stand up with a needle. Flip is like this and rehooking. I cut 31 bags. It is 32 grids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90. 32 grids. My height is 1.6 meters. I feel it's long enough. Depend on your personal preference. I have finished the bag and carry it. I cut 32 grids. It's 32 plates. You can also see your personal preferences. Yes. You can check it a little more. According to your height. According to your preferences. You can decide your own length. If you like longer, just hook a few more rows. I like shorter ones to hook a few rows. We put this line. This bandage straightens it. At last, this ends in the form of a short needle. We pulled the coil off. Disconnected. Because we are going to stitch it here. This way this cannot be that long. It's okay to be shorter. Because of the few stitches sewn here behind. Let's move this first. You have to stroke it or the seam will be reversed. It will become tense. This strap will twist. We sew the position of this bag. The same is true. Approach this position of the needle. Come here and come to the right. The row on the right. These 6 grids are used to sew. The beginning is to go to the left. This is to the right. We fold in half and sew in this way. Here is a half needle outside the stitch. Here is a half needle inside the stitch. That's how to sew. Make this one. Target one shot here. Sew it. This target is a shot. Sew it. This is how it looks like when you turn it over. 6 stitches were stitched here. Because when it is turned over, it feels like a needle is missing here. So can we. Next to the standing needle, there is one here. It can also be in the same location. Strengthen it here. Let's have another needle. So, we like to use this to choose. Pick this line apart. Pull it out like this. Pull it to a little deeper. Then we sew this through. Inside the suture needle. We want this in front of us. Want this 3 drums. There are 3 drum lines here. Desew these 3 drum threads. First, put a few needles on it. Otherwise it will fall off here. First, put these 3 needles on it. In this way, we will look here again. Anywhere is okay. Pull it gently with a needle. This thread is easy to break. Let's start choosing the half-sided needles on both sides. Just pull it tight like this. Remove the sewing one by one. This way it tightens. So, we want to sew it into this way. This is also sewn. You can sew 2 more circles. This will be a little more firm. This is the look of sewing. Anyway, here. Don't let it see. That line is okay. This way to fix it. Let's put this thread. Hide it inside. It's just hidden here behind it. Our bag straps are finished one side. The same way as the other side. Just go to hook it up. The same goes for stitching. Now I have finished both bags. And stitch it well. Our package capacity. It's quite big. We'll be able to stitch a lining. Because my bags are not sewn, I didn't show it lined. This bag is going to bring 3 groups. Still, that's the point. Everyone before cutting. If this package is required, I will do this line. You can go and bring 3 groups.